Uh-oh.
All right, I'm recording.
She said,
Oh, no, I got this. I got this. Don't even.
All I got to say is I'm glad you didn't have a different kind of website up at that time.
yeah,
Oh,
right.
no, this is my laptop. I don't do that on here.
That's what my phone's for.
Okay.
So JoAnna,
So
I'm
let me
going to hide
go
us
back to.
completely because it's going over your words on your slides.
Okay, hold on. Let me go back to. Okay. I need to get you guys real quick. Cancel. Okay. All right. So you think so? I need to hide you guys? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know what the hell I'm looking at right now.
You're across the top.
Let me share my screen again.
I think that is your screen.
Yeah.
And then present mode.
So here's so just notes for us.
Mm-hmm.
I can either put the people across the top, which I don't recommend because a lot of that's where good space for a presentation. On the side, on the right-hand side, or down the bottom. And in general,
For the purpose of today, nothing's across the top too high, but you said it was when you guys.
all right, well, let me put them up. Let me put it up there. So the question is do you want us recorded kind of our? Do you want kind of us in like kind of looking at you while you're speaking?
I think so. I mean,
so let's do it this way. Let's record it this way. Let's record it this way, and then if this is the beauty of doing these things is that if we decide that it's not the way that we like it, we can change it. All right?
I kind of want to come back to the screen because I want to talk before I get on my slides. So let me just figure that out. Okay, so I'm here, and then I just go to share screen, and it'll get to my slides pretty quick.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, and these are kind of the little things that I'd like to fine tune.
Yes, I agree. And this is my first time to do it this way with the shared screen, this way with the slides. So, okay.
Yep, well, we'll work it out. Like I said, so if you're ready to go,
Okay.
I'm gonna shut myself up.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping me honest, Matt.
You got it, pal.
Okay. So I guess I'll just get started.
That was not for you. That was for Matt.
Okay.
That's not fair. You can have it, JoAnna. All right.
Okay. So we've all heard about affirmations and positive self-talk, but what does that really mean? How does that work for us in our daily lives? But I'll tell you right now, they work really well. These are my 20 affirmations from the beginning of 2017. And I've only taken one of them off. And I'm really happy to tell you so many of these things are really actively happening in my life. So I'm just going to jump right in to show you how to make affirmations work for you. So the best thing to do are follow some guidelines because we get off to our own devices. Who knows what these things will look like? I'll give you some examples of what not to do. So the first thing about affirmations when you're writing positive self-talk is it starts with I am. I am a brilliant and inspiring, highly paid speaker. I am a rock star mom. I am a great real estate agent. That type of example. Second thing that's a key element in the affirmations is they're in the positive. I am a loving and nurturing mother, I'm not acting grumpy around my children. So you don't want not or anything negative in your affirmation. Number 3, in the present tense, I'm currently a productive and profitable trainer with the Jack Canfield Training Group. Not someday soon I'll be, or I hope someday I'll be, or next year I will have accomplished. It is in the current present tense. is what your mind does not know the difference between reality and what you're telling it. The subconscious doesn't make a differentiation. So if you tell yourself enough times in the positive present tense, your brain will start believing it. And you can eliminate the self-talk that self-doubts you. Fourth thing, it needs to be short. Here's an example. I deserve, receive, and give massive amounts of love daily. That's my number one affirmation, by the way. It is not, I am a loving person, everything living and inanimate that comes into my path each day, and I give gratitude to all the elements that I come into my life, and I remember to write them all down at the end of the day before I go to bed. The whole idea of affirmations being short is that you can remember them. Eventually, if you can get to your top 3 or 4 or 5, maybe even 10, you can memorize them. But short and sweet is important. Fifth element, be very, very specific. For example, I enjoy driving my red E-Class convertible Mercedes along the Pacific Coast Highway. Not just I'm enjoying my new car, or someday I'd like to be driving a convertible. Very specific gives your mind the ability to visualize that experience, which is the whole point of the affirmations, is you're trying to program your subconscious. I put 6 and 7 here together because I think they're important. I'm experiencing joy taking trips of a lifetime on a regular basis to France, Italy, Spain, and North Africa. Not, I take a lot of trips to France, Spain, Italy, and North Africa. The feeling word associated with the action will help, again, your brain recognize what that would feel like and how you can have that experience without actually physically going to the places. And the number one key to the visualization, to the affirmations, is that it's not dependent on other people's behavior. I'm loving spending Saturday mornings with my children, doing activities around the house and preparing brunch. Not, I don't want my children to sleep in on Saturdays and do their chores and help with breakfast. So same example, I am having a loving relationship with my partner. We have dinner together 3 nights a week, and we have a date night once a month. Not, I wish my partner would sit down and have dinner with me and take me out once a week. So you see the difference? That's the key. Now for your homework for this module, it's very, very helpful to have somebody that you can talk to about these things, someone to be your accountability partner that you can share your progress and affirmations with that will support you in your new success habits. I recommend that this is probably not your partner or spouse or boyfriend, girlfriend. This should be a supportive best friend, maybe someone that's done a personal growth workshop with you, someone that's going to possibly be doing the similar work themselves and really support your effort and be a cheerleader and not somebody that's going to question you or point out negative things when maybe certain affirmations aren't happening in your life. Definitely get a new book or blank journal to begin logging your daily gratitude and successes. And your daily gratitude, I recommend starting with 5 of each. At the end of the day, what are you most grateful for in the day? And it could be as simple as the weather, the sunshine, the rain. It could be that you did have a great experience in the day and a great interchange with someone. And then successes. And successes can be as simple as you fed yourself healthy food. You took your time to have meditations. You walked around the block after dinner. It doesn't have to be, you won the Nobel Prize today. Just congratulate yourself for the small wins in the day. And finally, make a list of at least 10 affirmations and post them somewhere that you can see them and read them every day and every morning. Another great trick is to have Post-it notes around the house, 3 by 5 cards, anything that's going to help you remember and keep it in front of you and possibly the people around you in your lives to know what you're working on. And that's my advice on working with your affirmations.
Nice, JoAnna.
JoAnna?
That's very good. That's very good.
I tried to follow the worksheet from the book, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I think that was pretty good. I liked it a lot. There's one thing I noticed though, when you did the, excuse me, the short, and you put up your the one you say every day, I deserve and receive and give love. It didn't have I am in it.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
So just I am deserving, I guess.
Yeah.
And the other thing I noticed, like I said, it was great. Just minor tweaks. I'm assuming you all have presentation clickers, for when you're on stage. I think we should use those for when we're here too, so we don't see that thing at the bottom coming up every time either.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think of that, Chris? You think that's a good idea? I mean, you were a participant watching.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's just a little thing, but just have the clicker go by. It's a little more natural.
Okay.
Yeah, and JoAnna, you said, oh, my slides are vanilla, but I don't think that's a big deal. This is just a learning thing. We're not trying to wow people. This isn't a presentation to wow them. This is part of the training course. And just with that white page, I know I emailed you guys that little choices, your superpower, red, white, and blue thing.
I'm sorry, I did not get that added, but I did. When I was preparing those, I was thinking it needed to go in the upper right-hand corner. Is that what we decided?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's plenty of room for that. I mean, just the way you laid it out, that thing could just sit there and, it's just part of it. That would add a little pop of color. But yeah, I don't think there needs to be anything crazy on a lot of these things, because like you said, you're just trying to teach them how to write some good affirmations. And you hit all the great parts. So I thought it was really good. Thank you for taking care of that. It's great.
Yeah. Well, I'm only 3 weeks behind. So, but real quick, just while I'm taking this note, is that where we decided to put the logo in the upper right-hand corner? Was that where we wanted to for consistency?
That's what I thought we agreed on.
Is that what you said, Chris?
Yeah, and like I said, in as far as like what Xander did, it was really basically that simple. And he never even shows his face. So instead of like clicking back and forth, depending on how we want to do it, I also, sent the slide where it's just a bigger logo in the middle. And like when you start, you can just have that and just say, all right, friends, we're going to talk about affirmations today. And then instead of having to show like, look, I've done my affirmations, just pull up a slide of your affirmations or some of them. Just say, here's a few of what I'm doing.
Can you do something for me? Share your screen, JoAnna, and just kind of start going through it again. I want to try something from a recording point of view. I can do it. Okay. So what I can do is I can have the way Zoom works. And
do you need me to stay on here, or can I?
So you're talking. What I can do is you can click. Oh, I had it before. It worked before. All right. So what I did is I just clicked on you, and it's just your face. And then if I go back, I can click on the screen, and it'll go back and forth seamlessly. So I recorded this, so you can see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
And this might be something for us to experiment with.
So they can be talking if we want them to.
Yeah, you can draw the attention to yourself and not have to go. One of the things that I had when I was doing the presentation to you guys last week was I had to go into the screen, I had to come back, and it's a little wonky, right? And so I wanted to see if there's a way for it to be a smoother transition. So there's a way to do that. So there's a way to do that, and I think these are little tweaks to make it a little sharper.
Sure.
Now, I agree with you. Look, it doesn't have to be fancy. Your organization was excellent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back though, and I'm going to respectfully disagree with Matthew.
Okay.
And that is that each time that we're talking to people, it's an opportunity for you to connect to them. It doesn't have to be crazy like kind of thing, but I would say it's an opportunity for them to connect to you and say, I really just enjoy what she's saying.
There's a missing element here. I realize is I didn't tell a story about how I said that I have them. I said that that I use them, but I didn't use, and I even said some of them have really worked out. I need to tell a story at that point.
Perfect.
I agree.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I was like, I knew that was missing because I didn't feel a connection. I wasn't even connected to the message, and I fucking believe this stuff.
So I'll go back to kind of the way that we did it. Connection. I have to admit, I didn't connect. I didn't connect. The message, you had a very, very clear message, right? did I connect to the message? I have to admit, I didn't really feel like I did that. I enjoyed the organization. And I think it's just when you tell the story, your energy is going to come up. So the energy was kind of like, it was a little like, I am the professor telling you how to do an affirmation.
Right.
What you do, very powerful stuff, works for me. Right.
So coming back, and I didn't mean, I mean, I know that only took about 3 minutes, and I know this first module has got a lot of content in it, but do you think if I came back between each affirmation and said, here's how, and maybe talked a little bit more about each one, or?
What I would say is look, if you tell a story in the beginning, I believe your energy will completely pick up.
Okay.
Because you can tell a story like, look, I wrote this a year ago.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I have old ones. Mm-hmm.
This is what I wrote a year ago, and I did this.
Mm-hmm.
I had this affirmation, and it works. And you can talk about, look, we talked to you before about putting your attention on what's important to you. Affirmations do that. So that little bit of that story is going to get you excited and get me connected to you, right? Because I look at this as each opportunity. These are opportunities for you to connect, and people going, well, I just love her. I just love her. I want more of JoAnna. And each of those instances. Now, if we teach them as kind of intellectual, but with a little bit of tweaking, I think you can have both. You can get your content off, do that. One of the things I would like is a picture. If you do have Post-it notes of your affirmations, good. Here's my Post-it notes. People come by and tell a story. Is there a story that you can associate with that? Like a little quick thing. I had this Post-it note up and somebody asked me about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, something that connects that one. Like these things work. Sharing your ideas with others is important. That's how they blessing the ideas. And I'd love for you to go back and look at, and you're like, and that's my favorite affirmation.
And it doesn't sound convincing.
Look how you are right now. That's who I want to see.
Well, I almost need somebody across the screen to get that, but I don't need that. I can just remember it's there.
Right. So I'm just saying, look, that reaction is you. And that's the you that's going to excite people. It's like Matt the other day when Matt was just glowing. I don't know what he was on. I don't know if he had tequila the night before. I don't know, but he was just super smiley, and that came across. And I would say is, look, each time that we talk, it's performance level. Act as if you are in front of a room of 10,000 freaking people. And how excited are you about that? And go, guys, look, this is my favorite affirmation. I do it all the time. I want to see that. I want that kind of reaction. Because I want to connect to you and on those things. So I would say that's where, for me, it's like the performance of it. It's like, and I would love to have seen you go like this, and then do the other affirmation, like, I don't want my kids doing this, and I don't want my kids doing that, and I don't want my kids doing this, and I don't want my kids doing that. That's my affirmation.
Act it out.
Right? I mean, because then people go, oh, God, yeah, I don't want my kids doing that. See, no. It's positive. And you're not trying to control other people's behavior. So I think for a first run, you nailed the content. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely nailed it. It was organized really well. It was put together. But I'm gonna just say for us all in general, again, when I talk to you, I'm talking to myself.
Sure.
It is an opportunity to have you shine. And I think if we all just imagine that this is stuff that we're going to be doing in front of 10,000 people, and I'm going to tag this off, and I'm going to go, JoAnna, tell them how to do affirmations. And you're going to come in and go, oh my God, I'm going to tell you a story about affirmations. Right? Right? And those people go, yay, JoAnna, yay.
Maybe you need to wear your Wonder Woman outfit every time you...
Yeah. Maybe if I got a cape.
Or at least the underwear.
Or the head, yeah.
I think I showed Joyce the picture. She's like, is that you? And I was like, yeah, that's me.
That's all. Yeah, we can't see it from here,
Yeah, right. That would look that would look really like, oh no, we like the naked news. It'd be the naked inspirations.
Yeah. I love it.
So, I mean, that might work for you. But I don't know if that's really going to get the following that I want for me.
Hey, I think the highest paid anybody online is webcam. So, we're just trying to make money. You've got some tassels apparently. So
yeah, at least one.
So I have a question before I forget to ask. So I have a Zoom account. And so if I wanted to practice this, I could put it on my Zoom account, record it, and then email it to you, Chris. But what you guys wouldn't be in the screen.
Yeah.
But I'm just
post on YouTube also as these are other logistical things that we're going to work out. We're going to set up a Dropbox account to put the content in. I have, we were at an event and there's a videographer that did when our anniversary was going on, that did the video tribute. And he did a really nice job. So I've spoken to him, and he's got the same kind of mindset as we do. And he might even be somebody to put on the website. Hey, look, you want tribute videos, right? These kind of things, and like I can give him so like those kind of things. Like I look at it as I want a group of people, and we're all working together. We have an umbrella that works under it. We do the marketing. We're cross marketing to one another. These kind of things, but. Sorry, I got a little off track there, but I think he'd be a good person to edit the video. So all we need to do is the piece, you video, send it, and he'll go, okay, and he can edit it. And he can do a good job of doing split screens too. So you may want to consider, and I was going to talk to him, is look, you just talk. And then on a split screen, like my tribute video was like, it was a tribute video to me, by the way. So I'll have to share it with guys. It was really sweet. It was really sweet. But he had like a picture and the person talking. So it was two screens. And I thought that would be really kind of cool, because then it's almost like we're presenting, is you have the slides up and you have you talking.
I like that. I like the way that looks when I'm watching something. And if what you're saying reverse of what, and I realize there's probably a time and place for both, but if part of our goal here is connecting with the audience, I know, I mean, even just looking at this, if I even have my real computer's behind us, the one that doesn't work for this, even if I just had my slide up there, so I know what the people are seeing, then I can present a little better.
Yeah. So again, this is, I don't want to get too hung up on it, because I'd want us to get the content out. And then we can go back and say, look, ideally, I would like to have this. I mean, like Matthew said, like Xander said, all he did was, he just has a PowerPoint and he's talking. He's not, it's not high tech. And we don't have to do that. Is nail the content. But I would say for us, it's performance level. It's like you're walking on stage and there's 10,000 people looking at you.
It's our audition video.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because every time that we put that out there, every time we do these things, it's that opportunity for us to connect to people. And I don't want to lose that opportunity, because that's what's going to inspire people to do it. Their connection to us. They're going to be like, all right, Matt told me to do this. I'm going to do it.
What is that?
I know. I mean, I experienced this yesterday. I really worked hard to have pieces that were, and one of the people, Joyce, who you're going to meet in the evening, she was like, you would take your moment to make people giggle, and then your voice inflection would change, right? This is important. And I would go into announcer board, like this is, and so it's those pieces. Remember, every story, beginning, middle, and end. When you're presenting any time, is you want to have those up and down points for people. It just draws in their attention. So on this kind of thing, if I was going to give you a note, it would be like on the affirmations that are positive, you want to be like upbeat, and then the ones that are down, you want to be like, and I don't want this, and I don't want this thing, and it's really long, and people go on, and you're droning on, and then people go, oh yeah, that sucks, right? Those two pieces come together. Like, think of the auditory learners, right? They want to hear and they want to feel that. So those are my notes. Look, and I just gotta say though, thank you for putting it together. I'm as I talk to you, I'm gonna put that as if I'm on stage in front of 10,000 people. I'm sticking that on my wall when I'm doing this stuff.
That becomes an affirmation. When I'm doing a video presentation, I'm in front of 10,000 paying audience.
Now look, so look, JoAnna, did you see your face?
No, I can't see myself when I'm talking.
But you lit up. You lit up when you did that. You absolutely lit up. And that I connect with.
Yeah. Okay. That's good feedback, Chris. You sold me on that. I do like that. And JoAnna, I think to your question, we should just play around with it, because I was thinking the same thing with Zoom. I'm like, I haven't played with it that much. I don't know how to do split screen or all that. And two, like, so as we do this and we all have our things, I mean, it might just be you, JoAnna, in the presentation, right? I mean, Chris and I aren't going to be there because you're going to do this on your own time. So yeah, play around with the screens, I guess.
Well, the way we've done the modules, there's like the way we broke this first one out, and you guys may have already done a couple of these things. We're going to be mashing them together anyway. So I think as long as we launch it and wrap it as a group, you know, today Matt's going to share this mindset, and Chris is going to share success habits, and I'm going to share affirmations, and we look forward to presenting this material. I mean, we can do that, and we could do that at one time where we're
right.
bookending, to use Chris's words, these things. That way we're still getting the engagement. Or if we want to say, you know what, JoAnna, I love, and I think we've talked about this too, when we give each other feedback, it's not a bad thing to be that part of the module of, hey, you know what I really loved is how excited you got about that affirmation. And Chris, you know, thanks for the reminder about making sure that I'm on stage, because that's really helpful. Because I think that goes back to the connection piece you're talking about, Chris, is how we interact with each other helps them feel like they get to know us too, that we're not just acting back here. And we're tying back points. So when they turn the module off, they're like, man, I can't wait till the next one. Those guys are cool.
Yeah.
Because I think this is something that a lot of other programs don't offer, is this interaction. And as far as differentiation, I think we really have a special thing here.
Right. And look, like, people who let's say love Matt, and it's us, and they're like, if they don't get their fix of Matt, like, you know, when he comes in and goes, you know what really connected with me? Oh yeah, I agree with you, Matt. I agree with that. See, he's so spot on. I'm so connected to him. like you want that kind of piece.
I just had the weirdest thought that one of the times in our audience, we're going to have fans, and like they're going to have a Matt face and a Chris face. And like, are you team Matt? Or are you team Chris?
Yeah.
All right, we'll have the t-shirt. Team Chris. Team JoAnna. Team Matt. Look.
That's funny.
Oh, so just so you know, you've gotten my supercharge. My intention is to have over 33%. I want to. Woo! And they're gonna be like, "Yeah, man, I'm winning." It'll be the gauntlet has been thrown down. Team Chris is in the job. Team Chris in the house.
Oh, and by the way, thank you guys for your contributions to the 100 Heroes project. We are on track, on course.
Oh, nice, good.
100 heroes in 100 days. So
nice. Thanks for the feedback. I was going to ask you about that, and I forgot.
It's going great. It's going great.
Good for you. Let me share my screen real quick about the website. What's our goal with the website? With our website. So this is Lewis Howe's page. JoAnna, you've probably seen this one, huh?
Uh-huh.
And Chris, I mean, this is the same as Xander's. This is the same as everybody.
I'm Team Lewis, by the way. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it just scrolls down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now his has got a lot more video. Hold on one second. Because like I said, all we got to do is pay for the WordPress account, which this is on Xander's here. And I think like right up here at the top, just like that, there's 3 of us. The 3 of us with the choice as your superpower and a quick little thing. We will have one little thing about, subscribing just to get emails. And then how are we going to decide who comes up with the material just to put here? You know what I mean? Is Angie and Joyce able to help with this? Is this something we all need to do? I mean, that's it. I mean, it's so simple, and that's all we need, right? Isn't that what you guys are thinking?
Yeah, it's keep it simple. Xander, what was the other person?
Lewis Howes. But I mean, they're all the same. What should I do his name? Brendan Bouchard, I think it is.
Yeah, it came up on your.
No, that's not it. Oh, it's just Brendan.
Wow, he said that a while.
Yeah, but I mean, look, it's the same thing. Everybody has the exact same website. So really, the reason I bring this up is because I do want to do the website, and like I said, I think we can get it done for a couple $100 if we want to just source it out to those guys, or unless, Angie or Joyce know how to do this, we just have to figure out as the 3 of us, like what do we want to put on there. And I think less is better right now while we're starting. Choice is your superpower. Sign here to join up for the newsletter.
Basically a landing page.
Yeah, an online business card. But then we can click on Chris's picture like, oh, I need med device. I need that. And then, so this could be pretty simple. And like I said, Chris, it's not even worth spending a ton of money on right now.
Well, I don't know what's a ton of money we have. We have someone that was recommended to us to put together the website. And what we're going to do is he will, I don't have it with me, but he'll do a logo design, business cards, like do all that stuff. And then he would also do the marketing if he wanted to. And we were kind of like, I don't know if we're quite there yet. I want to develop this a little further. So let me see if I can find one I'm just going to see.
Okay. Hey, and then while you're searching, so I went to that speakers thing on Thursday, and that guy had this really good tip for speaking engagements for keynotes. Let me see what the website was. It was like autoexecs.com, and I guess what you can do is you can go into this database. I think you have to pay for it, but it would give you all the groups and organizations for like everything. JoAnna, if you're looking for different realtor things and you want to branch out into other states, this website would give it to you.
What's it called?
I think it's autoexecs. I was looking for that actually. Associationexecs.com. So associationexecs.com. So this guy's thing was pretty interesting. So basically
Can you either text that to me or email?
Yeah, I'll shoot you an email with that. His thing was really interesting. So basically what he does is email campaigns for keynote speeches. That's all he does is keynote speeches. Okay. And he's got a few different like email clients he used to do the automated thing to keep it personal and all that. But what he did is he said, hey, I have technology background and I have real estate background. So he got on these websites and just found all the organizations related to technology and real estate. And then he just hit them with this email campaign because you get all their email addresses, and he would, so it's the chapter of the Real Estate Association of New Mexico, and he would email the president, the vice president, and maybe the board of directors or whatever. But every email would be, hey, Chris, hi, JoAnna, hire me as a professional keynote speaker on this topic. And that's how he built it. And it seemed like really simple to kind of, Chris, you especially with your med device, and JoAnna with real estate and your jewelry lines, or even MLM for you. Like you could talk to people like it, you know, who do like Herbalife or anything like that, because you know, different market, it's all the same. I mean, just depending on that. That could just be some good resources if you guys want to really start looking at your, like, say, just speaking outside of this coaching stuff we're doing. Because that guy's like, he's like, I started at $2,500 in January of last year, and my goal by the end of this year is to be offer $10,000 a talk. He's already up to like $7,500 in a year and a half. It's just, you know, you just keep doubling it. You just keep adding more zeros or whatever. It was really, the simplicity was ridiculous. And like I said, all he did was invest in this website I gave you. Yes, what was it called? Yesware. I can email that to you too. That's his email client. And he's like, and I just go. He goes, now I'm at the point where I'm going to upgrade some of my stuff, but, you know, kind of like Jack, just start taking action. He goes, nothing gets you to write a great keynote than having a keynote on the calendar in 3 months.
Exactly. No, I agree with that.
And he also said 5.3 months is the average time out to book appointments.
Okay.
So 5 months from right now is when everyone's starting to really book stuff.
Okay.
So I thought that was good information too. You know, we all, let's keep waiting. But shoot, who couldn't put a keynote together in 5 months? You know what I mean?
Right.
So anyway, I'm definitely going to do that. I really like the idea of doing keynote speeches like that. So I thought I would share that with you, and I'll let you know what else I get out of this group.
All right. Well, that's great stuff. Hey, I don't know. Can you put that into an email? Just kind of a little a line items.
Yep.
And let's figure that out. So yeah. So basically, if you guys are okay with it, what we need is really kind of the bio, right? The bio, the offerings, and picture and video, if you have it.
Did you get my picture from my assistant? My high-res picture?
I think
it was a few weeks ago.
I don't know off the top of my head. Like I said, these last couple of weeks, I freely.
No, it's fine. It was right after we talked about it because it was the one thing I knew I already had, and I've struggled with my bio for some reason because it's not real estate, it's not a charity thing, and you'd think those would be easy to blend because I have so many versions, but maybe I've just had a little creative block on talking about myself.
Yeah, but well, here's the whole thing. Let's put it out there and see what happens. I mean, I'm truly believe, like Matt was saying.
Well, I trust y'all's feedback, so I could see you saying, switch some sentences, take this line out, it's redundant, and.
Well, let's go over it together on what, Tuesday or Wednesday or whenever we're going to get together.
Okay.
So I tell you, Matt helped me on we went over my bio, you know, this one, like I was like, I have to put together a bio, and we went through it, and it was really, I have to tell you, I felt really good about it after we did it. You know, the first line was actually, who are we helping? Like, it's like, this is what I'm doing. This is my bio for this. Then it was like, you know, this is what I have. And then the credentials were actually down the bottom. I think it was, I'll send it to you. So I'll send.
Yeah, I Googled a bunch of good bios and just to see, and it's sort of like, Brian and I had this ad out that it was like, we want a chaos manager. That's a really nice way to describe what we do. And that was the same as an assistant or an admin, but chaos manager, at least we knew somebody wasn't going to come in and be punching buttons, that it was, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Trying to figure out something impactful like that is good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I loved meeting Angie and seeing Joyce in person. I looked at her for 3 days before maybe 2 days. It's like dog years with Canfield days.
Yeah.
Like so familiar. How do I know her? But of course, she was like awake and had makeup on, and I've only seen her not happy to be on film in the morning or on camera in the morning. So it was nice to put all that together. We had a really nice connection.
Good.
No, she was, you know, she just came back and she's been basically walking on a cloud. She came back. She was
great.
That's really great. She's chomping at the bit. So look, if you're okay, I mean, Angie wants to go with this person that was recommended. I'll give him the idea of these websites, and he'll put it together, and then.
Is there some? I'm sure he's great. Is there something we can look at so we can kind of know what he does?
Sure. So
not that we need to. I mean, I trust.
Yeah, I don't mind who does it. I don't think it's worth $1,000. A simple web page and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like you said, we don't need anything crazy at this point.
But we don't want to have to recreate it. So even if it starts as a landing page, I think we want something that's built with the ability to go as deep as we want it to be, to have a checkout cart for when the book's ready. So not having to redo that or have people go, oh, that's not the Choices Your Superpower website. I know. To not have to recreate it later. I think something to consider going in on it.
Okay.
How deep can it get built out?
Yeah, I mean, you look at, what Kathleen Seeley did was she has that standard page, and then she created her Massively Human Leadership page, which is a little more, so it's really starting with something. And I mean, I don't know much about websites and putting them overseas or whatever. This is a guy that helped us get our financing, and he's recommending the website designer. So I'm just kind of like, we're as a thank you for him getting us $300,000 in financing. We figured we'd go with him. He's a little more expensive than $1,000 to put it together, but I think he's going to be a real professional on it. And then he's going to put together a logo. Like he's going to give us multiple logos to choose from. And I'm going to reach out to my friend who I started with, who does, the Marvel comics. Who does, he's a graphic artist, and ask him, because I'm like, look, I want choices. Choices are superpower. Give me a whole bunch of different things, and then we can all get together as a team and go, okay, let's rank them. Top 3 and see which ones come up to the top, and we can start saying nobody voted for this one, it's out. Nobody voted for this one, it's out. Only got
and then we can, if we get 2 or 3 that are close, we can beta test them to our whoever.
This is kind of what I'm thinking. It's get the logo, because the logo's nice to have consistency on the card. And I mean, you look at the Canfield logo. I mean, it's a pretty generic kind of logo. It's not
very corporate. That's okay. Jack loved the name of our group, by the way.
Oh, he did?
I got to have lunch with them one day, and I told him that we were working together, and he said, "Choice is your superpower." I like that.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. I mean, look, and I don't know, Matt, if you felt a warm fuzzy last night, but everybody was like, Choice is, my wife's like, Choice is a superpower. It's the umbrella. And then we've got this thing, and I'm like, just want to take a moment here to give a shout out to Matt, who quoted this. He quoted this as like a line in his thing, and I just went, no, wait a second. It's good stuff. So I don't know if you got the warm fuzzy last night, or like, hey, I feel about. And they were all drinking, so
Yeah.
I don't know if that impacts the resonance for him. My wife was. They were just.
Hey, good for you not throwing up this morning. All right.
Yeah, good job. Your puppy wants on the bed.
Your dog in the background trying to eat something off your bed.
Oh, I don't doubt it. So when are we meeting? Tuesday or Wednesday this week?
I've got it on my calendar for Wednesday.
Wednesday, right? Okay. Yep. Yeah, that'll work.
All right.
What should we prepare for Wednesday?
That's a good question.
Bios? Let's do bios. Let's work on JoAnna's bio. I will put up a little something if we have time. We can look at mine, because Chris, yours is pretty good, right? Or do you want to do something different for the website than what you did for that thing?
Well, I think I want some. I think I'll work on it. Let's work on our bios ourselves. Bring them in, and let's.
Yeah, I think in an hour we can get through 3 bios. That shouldn't be, and that would be a huge piece. That's a content related piece. So.
Okay, bios for Wednesday. Bios for Wednesday, and yeah, I'm gonna make some time to work on some other stuff too. So, man, it's that timing thing,
Oh, I know. I got up this morning at I tried to work on this last night, but I was too tired. I got up this morning at 6 and made my slides and played with my computer last night, because I thought one of these days I'm going to get this right. And Brian probably thought I was moving out because I took all my paint off the walls. And but he knew I wasn't mad. So he's like, what's going on in here? And I was like, I'm just trying to set up the stage for a good background. Because the last time I cleaned up my room, I was not very happy. So.
Funny. Nice. I like that you got up at 6 and this starts at 6 for Chris.
Well, I did. I was like, well, I can empathize.
No, Chris, you just need to move back east so you have more time in the morning before these start.
No, you stay right where you are because that's where I want to be, and just keep things going there, okay?
There you go. Hey, and let's consider getting together.
You know, I wanted to say that. I didn't want to interrupt our train of thought earlier, but Matt, we're going to be there in November. So maybe a day or before or a day after we could. And because the other thing I was thinking about when we were talking about the website is we do all need to have professional photography, but it'd be cool to have a couple shots with the 3 of us or the 5 of us in them. And even if that means we drive, you know, I don't know geography where we're going to be for the train the trainer, Chris, but I mean, that might be an opportunity relatively soon that we could connect the whole team, or at least those of us that need to be in the pictures. I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that drivable for you, Matt?
Well, anything's drivable. I'd rather take a flight.
Okay. Well, it's probably an easy flight, huh?
You'll be in Sandy. Where are you flying into?
No, Chris, where's the train the trainer? It's in Santa Barbara, right?
Oh, that one.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not in Santa Barbara, I don't believe.
Oh, it's not? Orange County? I can't remember. I don't know my California.
I think it's right around the corner from me. So I believe it is in Orange County this time. So let me just see.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah.
Just, you know, you could, you know, make it a vacation with your family. And come out, stay in the room, get the, you know, and take the kid to Disney if you wanted to, and go to the beach and all that kind of stuff. So we have the spare room.
Oh, cool.
You know, it's first come, first serve. So you got to say, I'm
reserving that because my budget is low. I'm good for a couch.
Yeah.
When I told Brian,
family, JoAnna, Brian.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's going to come. Well, he might. I don't know. Yeah, if he comes, I'm not worried about where I'm going to stay. But if I go solo, I don't need a $200 a night room.
Right. What's the date on that? Do you know?
Good question. Chris, do you have it in your calendar? I don't have it
in my calendar yet, but hang on.
It's the 5th through the 11th.
Okay. Or you guys, one of you can email it out later just to kind of start getting some idea.
Train the trainer assisting team. Here we go.
I have it the 5th through the 11th, but I haven't gotten emails.
I have to tell you right now, I am so I'm moving away from Apple. I'm done. Just the searching for emails. Like, I get so many emails, and I'm trying to search for emails. When you try to search for emails in Apple, it is there.
Even within Gmail, it doesn't.
Yeah, so I think I'm gonna have to go into just my Gmail account online and do it because I'm trying to do it through the Apple thing, and it just.
Well, that's okay. Someone just let me know, and then, like I said, let's put that on the radar and see if we can make that work.
Yep. Email.
That sounds good.
And just in case it matters, and we remember this later, after the event is maybe a little better than before because I will have pretty much just gotten back from France or somewhere, and I want to be sure that I can make whatever part of this because I've got to work at some point and I have a family, sort of.
What? I'm so selfish.
I'm down to like how many days in the year do I work? How many days do I see my family? How many days do I see Brian? It's the weirdest calendar you've ever seen.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah. All right. Well, somebody just let's throw it out there and see if we can make this happen. Then that'd be great.
Cool.
All right.
We'll talk to you guys this morning. Thanks.
Okay. You got it. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.